Alright, let's analyze the game Chelsea versus Manchester City. We lost that game 2-0. Now, to be honest, I can be extremely negative in this video and maybe get even more views, more clicks, more engagement, etc. etc. But let's be honest. All in all, take all the 94-95 minutes together, I don't think it was such a disaster. The goals conceded, yes, disastrous. Again, stupid goals, stupid mistakes. Our missed chances, yet again, stupid mistakes. If these chances go in, if Jackson scores, if Nkunku takes a better opportunity, then the game changes completely. If that referee actually has a brain, we might actually get a penalty. The game changes completely. Now let's analyze everything that has happened. First of all, these are the stats: 10 shots versus 11, 3 shots on target. Man City had 5 shots on target. Possession-wise, was pretty equal. Passes-wise, they had a little bit more than us. Pass accuracy is the same. Fouls, everything else is the same here. Well, close to the same. So overall, data-wise, it was okay. If we look at the lineup, I don't know why we're going with Fofana Colwill, to be honest. I don't know why. We signed Tosin for a reason, so I don't know why he's on the bench. We signed Jorgensen, new goalkeeper, for a reason. I don't know why he's on the bench, but okay. That's maybe a story for another day. All the rest is fine-ish. A lot of people are saying, oh, Enzo Fernandez is the issue. I think Enzo performed okay. I just don't think that this is the position for him. I just don't think that this, playing with Lavia, Caicedo, and Fernandez in the same team, maybe works with teams that are less quality than Man City. But I would have preferred to have either Enzo and Caicedo. One of those play with Lavia. Lavia can actually be a player that plays a bit higher up the pitch. And then that would free up Nkunku or Palmer to operate more in the central position. Why is that? Well, because then you will be adding a Madueke or a Pedro Neto. Nicolas Jackson, still a bit of the same as last season. His hold-up game is quite good. Right, quite good. Everything is good, but the scoring part of his game. So of course, if we're getting Osimhen, then great. But first game of the season, let's not overreact on the lineup just yet. Then if we look at the heat map, it's pretty clear what has happened here. First of all, Man City not going through the middle at all. Well, not at all, but clearly they don't want to go through the middle too much, especially not in the second half of the pitch. We were actually playing all over the pitch, but with a lot of focus on the left side. So this is the heat map for Cucurella, Lavia, Caicedo, and Enzo Fernandez. So not only our left back, but 3 of our midfielders all operate on the same side. We've seen that issue last season as well. I don't know if it's an issue per se, but it just leaves so much space on the other side of the pitch, which, to be honest, why not switch it up sometimes? Why not mix it up? Overall, if we look at the touches, I don't think we have been outclassed so much today. It's our first Premier League game with Enzo Maresca, with a lot of new players or players that have been injured last season. Lavia and Nkunku. We've got Fofana back here. So it's the first game of the season, Premier League, against Manchester City. We lost 2-0, but were we so bad? No, I don't think we were dominated at all. Of course, you might disagree with me, and that's completely fine. You can make your case down in the comment section below. But don't forget, this is the first game of the season. First game of the season. Now, before analyzing the goal, I just want to say one thing. How is it possible that we are starting the Premier League season and the same issues as last season are still here? Right? We are still missing that great number 9 goal-scoring striker. Defensively wise, still the same issues. Goalkeeper as well. Defensive wise, the same group. I put it in the same group. But we have Jorgensen, we have Tosin, both of them in the transfer window. We bought them, but they're both on the bench. So what's the point? I just don't understand what's the point of all these transfers. What's the point of waiting until the Premier League starts to actually maybe go get João Felix and Osimhen as well. What's the point? Did we not have over a month or so to do business? You know very well which players you want to kick out of the club, right? Even Raheem Sterling was nowhere to be seen. So you know very well which players you don't want at the club, and you probably already figured out which type of players you need to improve that team. Yet, we are here, first Premier League game of the season, same issues as last season. Exact same issues. So, yeah, I'm not angry at Enzo Maresca, far from it. Not even angry at most of the players, far from it. I'm angry at the folks that are supposed to be in charge and help us achieve great things. Remember, Enzo Maresca is a coach, not a manager, not like Ancelotti, who just goes to Florentino Perez and says, look, we need this, this, and that. Please do it. No, we have Enzo Maresca, he trains the team. Above him, you've got the two sporting clowns, which until now have done not that great of a job. Let's put it like that. Not that great of a job. Now, I know a lot of people say, oh, it's Todd Boehly this. Todd Boehly doesn't own a lot of Chelsea shares, just so we're clear. Your anger should be towards the sporting directors and Eghbali and his friends, because they own way more Chelsea shares. They've got way more power as well. Now, switching our attention to the first goal. Of course, this is micro-analyzing, but just to show you, I mean, you can go and watch the other videos as well. It's always the same mistakes. One, here you've got, before Doku passes the ball or semi-shoots the ball, you've got Colwill very close with Haaland. Okay, that's good. Then, his center-back partner, not close to Bernardo Silva. I'm probably 90% sure that he doesn't even know Bernardo Silva is behind him. Why is that? Because he is watching the damn ball. Why are you watching the damn ball? Look at maybe, or talk to your center-back partner. Look at the player next to you. Be a bit closer. Now, Colwill, on the other hand, is also watching the ball. Why do we know this? Well, because look at where he is right now. Look at where he was before. Look at where he is right now. Before, now. Before, now. Haaland did not move much. By the way, Fofana, if you were closer to Bernardo Silva would not have touched that ball, which deflected. Colwill was watching the ball, so he thought the ball would go straight into his legs. No, Bernardo Silva touched the ball a little bit, then it got into Haaland. Haaland did very well to score that goal. But again, it's all about not watching the ball. Use your damn brain. It's not that difficult. It's really not that difficult to know the basics of defending. I still don't know why we are starting Fofana. I still don't know why Tosin is on the bench. I still don't know why we're trying to push out Chalobah when, in my eyes, he is much better than Fofana. Moving on to goal number 2. I can't even show you the earlier mistakes by Sanchez. Stupid ball. Tries to play a ball that puts Gusto into danger. Then the ball lands to Fofana, clears the ball. Well, definitely not clearing the ball as a professional footballer. But okay, the mistake started with Sanchez here. But then you've got Kovacic here. Caicedo puts pressure on him. Okay, you put pressure on him from the back. You're probably not going to get the ball. You're probably going to get the man. Fine. But then look at Enzo. Enzo, instead of going here into that huge empty space, no, what is he trying to do? Trying to run towards Kovacic and the ball. 1, you've got the ref blocking you. That's 1. 2, Caicedo is already doing that job. So why are you doing this? Go into that empty space here, and that second goal never happens. Never happens. Then, of course, great goal by Kovacic. He gets into this position here. He can, of course, put it in the top right corner. Not that easy, but a lot of players are trying to do that. Or he puts it on the left here, which, of course, is something that I would think that Sanchez does not anticipate at the right time. Of course, you also have here the defender Colwill blocking the view a little bit of the ball. Colwill then turns his back to the ball, which, of course, is not a good thing to do. But okay, great goal by Kovacic. Of course, it had to be a former Blue that scores that second goal. He didn't celebrate, so respect for that. So overall, to conclude, yes, we lost the game. Yes, we could have actually maybe saved a point or so. Let's be honest, I think we could have scored a goal. Could we have gotten a penalty? Probably yes. But okay, overall, silly mistakes cost us yet again. But we are playing good. We are playing well. And I think if we're playing like this against smaller teams, teams that are not named Manchester City, I think we're going to do quite well. Now, of course, to make that big step forward, to go and fight for the title, to go and fight for an FA Cup or a League Cup, which, by the way, we did last season, but to do this on a consistent basis, we will need to score goals against those teams. We will need to avoid silly mistakes. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Again, it's the first game of the season, 37 more games to go. So please relax, look at the big picture, and think about this. We can still buy guys like Osimhen and Felix and sell some players. Well, we're probably going to sell 17 players or loan them out in the next coming days and weeks. So that's about it for this video. Leave your thoughts and comments down in the comment section below. Hit all the buttons, like, subscribe, all of that. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.